Nkem first saw Ifunanya at the village stream, her laughter as bright as the sunlight dancing on the water. He froze, his hunting spear slipping from his hand. Ifunanya was the jewel of Umuada village. Her beauty, the kind of rare that left men stammering and women envious. She moved with grace, her skin glowing like the morning sun. Though suitors came in droves, none could capture her heart. That was until Nkem. When their eyes first met at the village stream, the world seemed to stop. His dark, piercing gaze held her, and in that moment, Ifunanya knew their hearts chose each other. They met in secret under the old baobab tree, where the forest whispered their names. Ifunanya would laugh as Nkem promised her the world, and he would listen as she shared her dreams. They planned a future together, a life filled with joy and endless possibilities. When Nkem brought Ifunanya home to meet his father, Chief Obiajulu, he expected joy. Instead, his father's face twisted in fury. "Never on my life will you marry her," he spat. His voice was filled with a venom Nkem didn't understand. "Why?" Nkem demanded, his heart pounding. "She is her mother's daughter," Obiajulu growled. "That woman disgraced me, and I will not let her blood into this family." Ifunanya too faced rejection when she brought Nkem to her mother. The usually calm and gentle woman became a storm, forbidding Ifunanya from seeing him again. "You will not bring ruin to this family," her mother warned, her voice trembling. Neither parent explained further, leaving Nkem and Ifunanya confused and heartbroken. Years ago, Ifunanya's mother had been betrothed to Obiajulu, but she did not love him. Her heart belongs to Nwafo, and when she became pregnant, her family had no choice but to let her marry the man she loved. Obiajulu was left humiliated and heartbroken. He swore never to forgive Ifunanya's mother, and his hatred grew stronger with time. This old wound was the real reason for the family's hatred, but Nkem and Ifunanya had no idea they were paying for sins they did not commit. Obiajulu couldn't bear to see his son with the daughter of the woman he hated. His bitterness clouded his judgment, and he paid a village thug to get rid of Nkem, hoping to end the relationship once and for all. That night, Chief Obiajulu had a dream. In it, his late wife appeared, her face filled with sorrow. "Husband," she said, her voice heavy with warning, "what you are about to do will bring calamity. Let the children follow their hearts, or the gods will take what you love the most." He woke up in a cold sweat, his heart pounding. Fearful, he rushed to find the thug he had hired, but the man had left home. Panic drove him to the old baobab tree, the secret meeting place of the lovers. Nkem lay on the ground, bleeding, his breath shallow. The thug had done his job. Ifunanya arrived moments later, her face lighting up when she saw her love, only for her joy to shatter when she saw the blood. She fell to her knees, cradling his head. "I love you, Ifunanya," he whispered, his voice weak. "In this life and the next, I will wait for you." With that, he closed his eyes and was gone. Ifunanya's scream echoed through the forest. Her hands shook as she held him, her tears falling onto his lifeless face. In her grief, she picked up the knife left by the thug and pressed it to her chest. "This world has no meaning without you," she whispered. With a swift motion, she ended her life, collapsing beside the man she loved. By the time Chief Obiajulu arrived, what he found shattered him. The villagers had gathered, their cries filling the air. When he saw the lifeless bodies of his daughter and Nkem, his knees buckled. "It is my fault," he confessed, his voice breaking. "I tried to stop them. I sent the thug. I caused this." When the truth came out that Obiajulu had sent the thug to kill Nkem, the village elders were furious. They banished him from the land, a punishment worse than death. Ifunanya's mother was heartbroken, blaming herself for not letting her daughter follow her heart. The story of Nkem and Ifunanya became a legend, a warning passed down through generations. It was a tale of love so powerful that even death couldn't destroy it, and of hatred so deep it consumed everything in its path. The villagers learned the hard way that forgiveness is the only way to break the chains of the past. To hold on to bitterness is to invite tragedy. As for Nkem and Ifunanya, the villagers say their spirits live on. On moonlit nights, some claim to hear laughter by the baobab tree, the laughter of two souls who found their peace together in the afterlife.